Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 9th. So students, in the previous video we have completed reading with our chapter number 1 from the book Moments. The name of the chapter is The Lost Child and it is very interesting story in which one child is there who is there one of the fair, and by chance, by mistake, he just lost his parents. So we have read the emotions, the feelings that he was having earlier and after missing his parents, right? And I very much sure that the chapter is clear to you all, and in today's video we will see the comprehension part, we will solve the questions. So let's begin. Question first, what are the things the child sees on his way to the fair? Why does he lag behind? So in this question we have to write first of all about all the things that this child he was able to see on his way to the fair, and second we have to write the reason that why this child he just lagged behind from his parents. So let's see the answer. The child saw a number of things on his way to the fair. He saw toys at the shops, then he saw a flowering mustard field. He saw dragonflies and butterflies fluttering their wings. So in the chapter we have read that when this child when he was going to the fair, so on his way to the fair this child saw actually a number of things. So now we are writing about those things. First of all, he saw toys at one of the shop, then he saw a flowering mustard field, okay, and in that field he saw dragonflies and butterflies who were fluttering their wings. He also saw little insects and worms along the footpath. Next, when he was walking on the footpath, so there he saw a little insect and worms who were coming out from their hiding places over the footpath. The child lagged behind because he was fascinated by all the things coming on his way to the fair. And now we are writing the reason that why this child he lagged behind from his parents. So the reason was that this child he was fascinated, he was attracted by all the things that were coming on his way to the fair. He followed the dragonflies and butterflies with his gaze and tried to catch them. So whenever he was at something, so every time he was just fascinated towards those things, and we have read that he just followed the insects that were dragonflies or butterflies with his gaze and he just tried to catch them. So this was the reason that so many times he just lagged behind from his parents, and his parents they have to call him each and every time. As he entered the grove, a shower of young flowers fell upon him. Next, when he entered the grove where his parents they were waiting for him, so a shower of young flowers start to fall upon him. He stopped and tried to collect all of them. So this time also he just stopped there in the grove and he just started to collect all the petals of the flower. When he heard the dove, he ran in wild caprice round the banyan tree looking for it. Next, he suddenly heard the cooing sound of a dove, and then he started to run in a wild caprice round the banyan tree that was there looking for the dove. Therefore he lags behind. So because of all these reasons, each and every time he lagged behind from his parents. Next question, in the fair he wants many things. What are they? Why does he move on without waiting for an answer? So in this question, first of all we are given with one statement. The statement is that in the fair he wants many things. He is the small boy. So the statement is that when that small boy, that small child, when finally he reached to the fair, so there he wanted to have so many things, right? Now the question is, what are they? So we have to write about all the things, that what are the things that he actually wanted to have. Next we have to write the reason, that what was the reason that he just moved on without waiting for an answer. It means he actually wanted to have all those things, but without waiting his parents' reaction, his parents' answer, he just moved on. So what was the reason for that? We have to write here. So let's see. At the fair the boy wanted many things. He wanted to, so it is really very true that when this small child, when he reached to the fair, so he wanted to have so many things. So first of all we are writing about the thing. So he just wanted to first of all buy the toys from the shops that lined the way. So first of all he just wanted to have the toys because he saw some shops that were there, you know, and they were having so many colorful beautiful toys. So he wanted to have the toys. Next he wanted to buy sweets from the sweet meat seller. So one sweet shop was there, so he wanted to have the sweets and especially the burfi, that was his favorite sweet. Next he wanted to buy a garland of gulmohar flowers. So one flower seller was there who was selling so many colorful beautiful flowers. So this child, he wanted to buy a garland of gulmohar from that flower seller. Next he wanted to buy a balloon from the man selling balloons. So one balloon seller was also there who was having so many colorful, or we can say rainbow colored balloon. So this boy, he wanted to have a balloon from that balloon seller. Next he wanted to watch the snake charmer playing flute to a snake. So next one snake charmer was there who was having one particular kind of flute, who was playing the music, and the snake that was in the basket, he was dancing, he was swaying to the music. So this child, he just wanted to enjoy that music, he just wanted to enjoy the dance of the snake. Next he wanted to go for a round in the roundabout. Next to one roundabout was there, and this child, he just wanted to have a ride on that roundabout. The boy moved on without waiting for an answer because he knew his parents very well and was sure that his request would be denied at each step. Now we are writing about the reason that when this boy, he wanted to have so many things and he requested for each and every time, then what was the reason that without waiting for his parents' reply, he just moved on. So what was the reason? He just moved on without waiting for an answer because he knew his parents very well and he was very much sure that his request would be denied at each step. So he was very much sure about this thing, that his parents, they would not notice his request and they will deny, they will refuse. Okay, so without waiting for his parents' answer, he just moved on each and every time. Next question, when does he realize that he has lost his way? How have his anxiety and insecurity been described? So in this question, first of all we have to write that when does he realize that he has lost his way, and secondly we have to write that in the chapter the writer has presented his anxiety and insecurity that he was having at that time. So we have to write that how this thing is presented in the chapter. So let's see the answer. After getting fascinated by a number of things, when he finally reached a roundabout, he stopped to observe it moving in full swing with men, women and children enjoying themselves on it. So first of all we are writing then, you know, when does he realize that he has lost his way? So after getting fascinated by a number of things, and we have discussed about all these things, when finally he reached a roundabout that was there, so he stopped to observe it moving in full swing, and so many men, women and children, they were sitting there and they were enjoying themselves on the roundabout. Then he turned to his parents to ask for permission to go on the rounds, but he heard no reply. So this time he actually wanted to have a ride on the roundabout. So this time he made a bold request, okay, and he turned to his parents to ask for permission to go on the rounds, but he heard no reply. At that time he realized that he lost his way, and when he looked back, when he turned around and he looked in each and every side, and when he was unable to see his parents, so this was the time when he realized that he has lost his way. He looked all around but there was no sign of them, and now he was looking in all the direction but there was no sign of his parents. A full deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, crying out in real fear, "Mother, father!" And now we are writing about the anxiety, the insecurity that he was having. So first of all, a full deep cry was there in his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, now he was running from where he stood and he was crying out in real fear. Now he was actually very much frightened. He was having a lot of fear and he was very much worried, and he was shouting, "Mother, father." Tears rolled down from his eyes. Panic stricken, he ran from one side to the other in all directions to find his parents. Now he was weeping, he was crying, and there were tears in his eyes, and he was actually panic stricken. He was very much frightened and he was running from one side to other. First he was going to one direction, and when he was unable to find his parents there, then he was running to other direction. Okay, his yellow turban came untied and his clothes became muddy, and he was so restless and he was running so carelessly that the yellow turban that he was having over his head, now it became untied, and his clothes, they were so muddy, they were full of mud, full of dust, because he was running so carelessly, so restlessly. So this was the anxiety, the insecurity that he was having at that time when he realized that he has lost his parents. Next question, why does the lost child lose interest in the things that he had wanted earlier? So now in this question, we have to write the reason that why the lost child, he actually lose all his interest in the things that he had wanted earlier. Because in the chapter we have read it earlier, he wanted to have all those things, he wanted to have the balloons, the sweets, the toys, but when he just lost his parents, so he also lost all his interest in these things. So what was the reason that we have to write? So let's see the answer. The child lost interest in the things that he had wanted earlier because he was lost in the fear. So what was the reason that now he was having no interest in all those things that he actually wanted to have earlier? So the reason was that now he was lost in the fear. He was panic stricken on being separated from his parents, and now he was not having his parents along with him, and this thing made him panic stricken. He was so frightened, he was full of fear because now he was separated from his parents. He only wanted to see his parents, and now he was having only one wish in his mind, in his heart. He just wanted to have his parents back. All the things that attracted him in the fair no longer appealed to him because he wanted only one thing, that was to be with his parents. So now all the things that attracted him earlier, now all the things having no interest for him because now he wanted only one thing, that was to be with his parents. So this was the reason that now he was having no interest in any of those things that actually attracted him so much earlier. Okay. Next question, what do you think happens in the end? Does the child find his parents? So in this question, we have to write first of all that what do we think, what is our idea according to us, what will happen next in the chapter, and does the child, he actually find his parents? So students, now you can use your own creativity, you can use your imagination, your creativity, and you can write your own answer, because in the chapter the writer, he doesn't present a clear ending of the chapter that what happened next. So you can write the answer based on your own imagination that what will happen next in the chapter. Okay, so now let's see what we can write. Yes, I think the child would have eventually found his parents with the help of the man who tried to console him by offering him various things at the fair. So this is a positive way of answering, right? We are writing a positive answer, and we are saying that yes, according to us, what is our idea, that the child would have eventually found his parents with the help of the man who actually tried to console him by offering him various things at the fair. He seemed to be a reliable and kind-hearted person, and after reading the chapter we can say that that person, he was actually a reliable, a trustworthy person, and he was a really kind-hearted person. Okay, he would have asked the child for a description of his parents and helped him to unite with them. So maybe next to that person, he would have asked the child for a description of his parents, and then maybe he would help him to unite with them. Also, the parents of the child who continuously kept checking to see that he was with them must have left no stone unturned to find their child. And now we are writing the role of the parents, because the parents of the child who continuously kept checking to see that he was with them, because in the chapter we have read this thing so many times that this child, he just lagged behind so many times, and each and every time the parents, they just called him again and again. So this time also, when the parents, when they realize this thing that the child is lost, so definitely they must have left no stone unturned. Left no stone unturned means they actually must have done a lot of efforts to find their child. So this is our positive answer, and we are writing that in the end definitely the reunion was there and the child, he was able to reunite with his parents. But you can write different answer also according to your imagination, that what must have been the ending, or in the end of the chapter, in the end of this scene. Okay, so students, we have completed all the questions that are there in the chapter. I hope the chapter and the question answers, the comprehension part, everything is clear to you all. And in the next video, we will start reading with our second chapter from the book. So see you in the next video. Thank you.